All right, what's going on? It is Wednesday. It is time for our live. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of our journey. And thank you for just being who you are. And for those who don't know who I am, my name is Josh. My wife and I are in network marketing, and we are in the affiliate space as well. But I am an attraction marketing coach, and I help network marketers, affiliate marketers, and small business owners learn how to take their business entirely online using the attraction marketing model and learn how to use social media more effectively to build their business. And so today I have a really special live that I'm going to do today. And as you can probably see already scrolling across the bottom, it's story time. So I had a really cool experience this last weekend. And what's awesome is that this experience probably, I want to say this was about 6 months in the making, because basically what happened was this was a conversation that I had, and I'll get into the actual conversation later, but I want to talk about the power of connection and how meeting people, even at random, can turn into something that's much, much better, and can turn into something that can be very lucrative for, just anything going on for the future. And so one of the things that happened, so we're going to go back, we're going to rewind back to February, right? So in February, I had done what's called the One Funnel Away Challenge through ClickFunnels. And what the One Funnel Away Challenge is it's basically a funnel building course, a 30-day funnel building course where they teach you how to build a funnel from the ground up, how to, go after your perfect or not go after, that's a bad way to say, how to identify your perfect prospect, how to know who you're going to market to, how you're going to market to them, how that's all going to work. And what we had done is, before that time, we had already set up some things like our business page. We had set up a couple things in terms of, just kind of what we're working on in our business, and set up this idea that we wanted to sell our products online, but in a way that was tactful and professional. And so I did this One Funnel Away Challenge that started on February 10th or 11th, something like that. And after that was done, I knew I didn't want to stop there. I knew that I wanted to keep going. And so I ended up going through and getting involved in a group called ClickFunnels Avengers. And that was an affiliate marketing group. There was a lot of people there that were affiliate marketers. There's a lot of people in that group just in general. And I joined like the ClickFunnels group and all that kind of stuff, and started making connections, started talking to people, started putting people on my friends list. I went from, I think I had just under 200 or just under 300 friends on my friends list. Now I'm at almost 800. And not to say that that's amazing. I mean, there's people out there that are maxing out at 5,000, but I'm just talking about how connecting with people has built an audience and built a group that I can, like other business owners and other affiliate marketers and small business owners and things like that, that I've connected with over the last 6 months. Right. And so through all this, I got connected to a guy that we kind of jived really well. We would comment on each other's stuff. We'd go through and, just kind of get an idea of what each other likes. We talked to each other over Messenger a couple times, and just really started to get to know each other. But it wasn't really in depth. It was just kind of that high level understanding who we are, understanding what we can do for each other. And there was no ulterior motive. It was just that connection, just having that conversation and doing those things that were just fun, being social. That's what social media is all about, right? So as we're sitting through it, as we're getting to know each other, every now and then we'd pop on. We figured out that we're both dads. We figured out that we both like, good whiskey and things like that. We figured out that we both like our good memes. We'd send gifts back and forth in comment threads, and people would laugh at them and whatever. And we were just having a good time, And this went on for months, and we didn't really say much or do much. And here a few weeks ago, I got invited into a group, and I honestly don't remember how I got there. It's been such a crazy last few weeks. I mean, things have been moving quickly. We've got a lot of stuff that we've got set up. We We got a brand new email, automated email newsletter that goes out for a month long now. I mean, just all these things that we started putting together. So I'm sure somewhere along the line, I clicked on a link, or, somebody sent me an email marketing and I clicked on it. But anyways, I got into this group called Traffic Dominators, or Traffic Domination or something like that. And I think I'm going to have to sneeze here. Let's see. Nope, we're good. Okay. So got in this group called Traffic Dominators. And in that group, this guy, oh, sorry about that. Totally unexpected there. So this guy was in the group and he saw me introduce myself in this group, and he reached out to me and he said, "Hey, what's going on, man? Like, haven't seen you, we haven't talked really personally in a while, but I noticed you got in this group. Like, what got you here?" And I was like, "I honestly don't know. I think I clicked on someone's link, but I'm here and I've got it and I'm going to learn." And it was all about free list building. And this is kind of what started our email marketing plan, in terms of putting something together to start trying to make some extra money, create another stream of revenue that we can continue moving forward with. And so here I am talking to him. We're talking about the things that we've been doing over the last, I think it's been like a month since we talked last, and just chit-chatting, and he started talking about other means of traffic and other ways that we can get leads and things like that, stuff that's worked for him. And it was something that I wanted to talk to him about, but I didn't want to just do it over Messenger. We've had all these conversations over Messenger. We've had all these things that have happened. And I just realized, I said, you know what? There's just something like I got to get on a call with this guy. Like, it was drawing me to him. Some other force, probably, some spiritual force. I'll even say it. I'll go as far to say that. You know me, I'm not much of a spiritual guy, but I will say a spiritual force definitely pulled me to him and said, "You need to get on a call with this guy," right? And so here we said, "Yep, let's get on a call. Let's talk about all these things. Let's kind of brainstorm a little bit, see what happens." So that was last week, middle of the week or whatever. We set up a call for Saturday. Saturday evening comes around, 9 p.m., nothing too crazy. I'm up late anyways. I'm up till midnight, 1 o'clock most times. I try not to be. I try to go to bed at a decent time. And Katie's usually on my case about that too. But I'm the face of our business right now. Katie's doing a great job taking care of the kids and taking care of the house while I grind and build and build this legacy for our family. And so sometimes she's just like, "Hey, let's go to bed at a decent time." And it doesn't happen. Like, let's just be real. I'm up, I get in the flow. I start doing a bunch of things. The next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. and I'm going, "Oh shoot, I should go to bed because I got to work at my day job in the morning." But I digress. So 9 p.m., get on a call with him. We sit down, he's in his basement. I'm in my basement. We're just hanging out, chit-chatting. The goal of the call, in my mind, when I first joined that call, the goal of that call was literally to just get on there, talk to him about what I wanted to talk about, he gave me the links already to what he was promoting, to what he was using. And I was just going to get on there and talk to him about it. That's it. I wasn't going to, I wasn't planning to be on a long phone call. I wasn't planning on doing anything different. I wasn't planning on, basically going anywhere with it. I just said, "You know what?" I was like, let's just talk about this thing and get done. Well, we start talking about that, and then we start talking about, other ways to get traffic. I start talking about this other product that he's been using and I've been using, and we're kind of starting to hash out like how that's coming together. We start getting into brainstorming different ideas and kind of how the marketing comes together with what we're doing, kind of how we're on the same path. And then something clicked, right? Now, to this day, we did not realize this fact, but it turns out that him and I were both part of the February One Funnel Away challenge, literally at the exact same time. We were both in that challenge. We both went through all the same videos, and we both had the same outcome where we basically built this funnel, but we didn't do a whole lot with it. I mean, yeah, Katie and I marketed that funnel, and we got a bunch of leads and stuff like that, but they were not in the right area. But it clicked, and we said, wait a minute, when were you in this? And he was like, oh, I was in like February 10th or 11th, whatever it was. I was like, that's the one I was in. Like, how did we miss this? How did we not know that that's where it came from, right? So here we're talking about that, and that just totally squirreled the conversation. We started talking about ClickFunnels. We started talking about promotions. We started talking about marketing. We started talking about all these things. And next thing we know, another hour goes by on our phone call, and we still have yet to talk about the thing that I wanted to talk about. But here's the thing. I forgot about what I wanted to talk about. I completely lost track of that, and I started making a friend. I started building a relationship. Him and I started putting that groundwork for something that's super, super important in the marketing world, is building long-lasting relationships, because that's really what's going to make the difference of moving forward in your life, right? So as we're talking about this, and as we're going through this, and as we're understanding a lot of these things, that we're realizing that this stuff is really connecting for us, I realized that we have a lot more in common than we think. We're both dads. We're about the same age. We live in the Midwest here in the US. So I'm up in North Dakota. He's down in Missouri. So we're right in the same belt that everything, just all of this stuff just came together, right? And here we were about an hour and a half in the call now, and we start going off onto life stuff. We start talking about where we came from and how we grew up and all these kinds of things. And the conversation turned from business and brainstorming and building that relationship on a business side to now building that relationship on a completely just personal level, right? And it started to blow my mind, because I started to feel like I was talking to basically myself in the mirror, and I was having a conversation with somebody who I trusted, and I trust him at this point. And so we get done with that call. We took about 3 hours on the call. We did end up talking about the original idea literally the last 10 minutes of the call. Maybe not 10 minutes. Maybe it was like 15 or 20 minutes, but it took us that long to actually get down to what the real part of the reason why the call came about, right? And no big deal. We talked about it, understood what it's all about, said, yeah, it's getting late. Let's head off to bed. And that was it. So then the next day, I'm sitting down, I'm down here, and I'm doing some marketing stuff, and I'm putting together some things and trying to get some videos done. And I was uploading a bunch of videos into YouTube from, some of the stuff that we were working on. And I was sorry, my phone was going off here. It's my father-in-law, but I'll call him back. But I was going through one of the things that he suggested in the call. He said, hey, why don't you take all your live videos that you have and upload those into YouTube, right? I said, well, yeah, that'd be cool, but what's the purpose? Like, I don't have YouTube-based content. And he goes, who cares? It's exposure. It's extra traffic. Do it. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And I've got something like 25 or 30 videos in there now of all the stuff we've done live. And we put all their trainings and interviews and things like that up there. And I learned how to play this together and all those fun things. And while I was doing that, we started getting in conversation again. It's been less than 24 hours, and we're talking again on Messenger. And now we start talking about an idea that just popped into his head, and we started running with it, right? And so we talked about it, and we kind of brainstormed it, and it was like, it's a fun idea, right? So then on Monday, we said, hey, let's get on a call and hash this out. We talked about this idea. I think it'd be a lot of fun. He reached out to me and said, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Let's hash this out. And so we get on last night, same thing, about 9:30, and we start talking about this, and we start talking about, how things will work. And next thing we know, we're just firing ideas off left and right. We're just bouncing off each other. Things our brain waves are like connected right through the screen. And this is something really powerful. I want you to listen in real good on this one. We live halfway across the country. We don't live anywhere near each other. I am not in driving distance. I mean, I guess technically in driving distance, but not in like an evening, go over there, have a drink and, figure it out. We're across the country from each other and we're connected so well. And we are so in sync with what we're doing. It just blew my mind. And that came up in our call. And what's really, really cool about this, of everything that's been said, everything that happened last night, we officially started a partnership with each other that we are going to basically be putting in a new idea that neither of us have done. Neither of us have done this thing. We came up with this idea, and I'm not going to say anything about it yet because we still have some work we want to do, and I do want to announce it at some point. But right now, I just want to put it out there that 6 months of work, and some of this work that wasn't my knowledge, that wasn't knowledgeable to me. Somebody knew, I didn't know, but I had met this guy. We got connected in a group right after this challenge. We started chatting. We started commenting on each other's stuff. He's part of our VIP group now and all this kind of stuff. But like all these things progressed into having a phone call last night, literally to start a new path forward of something fun that him and I can do that probably not going to have much in the way to do of marketing as it is. We might talk about marketing and stuff like that, but this venture is something that completely came out of thin air. He mentioned something about it. I talked about it. We came up with a name. We came up with everything. We started it all last night. All of it done and done. Officially put it together last night. That right there is the power of connection. 6 months in the making, and I've made a new friend. I've built a deep relationship, someone that I can trust, and I know he trusts me, someone that we are 100% comfortable going into a business idea together. And all just from talking to somebody. So what I want to leave you with is 2 things. Okay. Number 1, don't turn somebody away just because they may not be useful to you right now. Okay. It's very important. Don't turn people away because you don't think that they can add value to you or you don't think they can buy from you or whatever. Marketing is a long game. Network marketing, affiliate marketing, small businesses, high ticket sales, doesn't matter what it is. Anybody on the internet that tells you that you can make a quick buck like that and you can be completely job free, those people are not telling you the whole story. They're telling you what they did there, but they're not telling you the months or years of work they put in to get to that point. Do not shove people away because you don't think they can add value to you right now. You never know what's going to happen in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, doesn't matter. You never know what's going to happen. You got to leave those doors open. Number 2, be open-minded. It may not be what your main focus is. I'll tell you right now, this joint venture that we're going to go into together and that we're going to do this together, this is not what I want my main business to be. Could it eventually be a main income source? Maybe. I don't know. Right now, it's just something fun that we want to do. But don't let something not being your main thing turn you away from a potentially life-changing something. Whether it's a business venture, whether it's a friendship, whether it's some sort of, marketing you're doing or whatever it is, be open-minded to everything you see and just make smart decisions. Just give yourself the leeway to say, hey, I kind of want to try this out. And if you can, do it. Try it. See what happens. And if it doesn't work out, no problem. But don't shut those doors just because you're either afraid or it's not in your comfort zone or you don't think it's going to work, or it's probably not going to add value to you, don't do that. You're gonna ruin a lot of, you're gonna burn a lot of bridges if you just say no to everything. But you don't want to say yes to everything either. That's why you got to make smart decisions. You got to think about what is it that is important to you, and can you fit these things around what your main thing is, and are you willing to be a little flexible? So it was super important to me that I get this out, because I realize that there's a lot of people out there that just don't realize that just having simple conversations can lead to great relationships and great partnerships. And I'm super excited for what me and this guy are going to be doing in the future. And you guys are going to hear about it for sure. We're going to be announcing that on our page here 100% when that starts. You'll be seeing promotions for it, just to let you guys know what's going on. It's not going to be our main thing, obviously, right now. Like I said, it's just something fun, but keep your eyes peeled, because I think you're going to like what we're going to do. But that's all I've got for now. I didn't want to go too terribly long. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you again.